let's get that dough, literally. Ciao a tutti, my name is Lucilla. Today I'm gonna be making pizza because it's Saturday. I want pizza. Guess what? I'm making myself pizza. Does it get any more Italian? Yes, because today's also Italian Liberation Day. So as usual, I have my ingredients. I mean, this is not instructional at all. It's me experimenting. Let's try and make pizza. So let's put our aprons on and let's get started. Whenever I close my apron in the front, like British Bake Off, I feel like proper, you know? I feel like I'm the real deal. First thing I'm gonna do is measure 500 grams of flour. The recipe I have is for a kilo, so I'm gonna half everything. Problem is, I love that recipe, puts a lot of ingredients, quantity to a bit, because my grandma gave me that recipe, which not ideal when you're trying to make it yourself and it's the first time you're making it ever. I want to use the dried yeast. You already saw me use for you already saw me use for the bread. Same flour I use for the bread as well. Let's weigh this flour. After weighing it, I'm gonna put it in this bowl. I put the 500 grams of flour in here, so now I'm gonna take care of the yeast. So in total, we're gonna be putting in our pizza 300 milligrams of water, of lukewarm, tepid water. I preheated water in the kettle. I'm gonna see if it's too warm according to me, because I'm like, you know, decisional power and stuff. Half of 300 milliliters in here. Warm. And I'm gonna put some malt. Okay, that's 200 milliliters of the 300. I'm gonna pour some of this in here, roughly a cup. And in this cup, I'm gonna put the dry yeast. And some sugar so that the yeast activates. I'm gonna be putting roughly half of a teaspoon and then mix everything together with a spoon. I'm gonna let it be for a few seconds and some more water so that in here I already have my 300 milliliters of water total. So now we're adding everything to the mix. I'm gonna get my olive oil because I know I'm gonna put a bit of this as well. And I have my salt as well because I know we're gonna use that. Let's proceed with the kneading of our dough. I'm gonna mix this once again just to make sure that everything is mixed in and slowly pour in here. That's what I learned from making the bread, is that pour the water a tiny bit at a time so that it reaches all of the flour. Because last time I had a few problems getting the bottom flour wet, essentially. Ooh. The same problem that I had with the bread is the problem I have today. I have no idea what the consistency is supposed to look like. I actually am supposed to know what pizza looks like, as my grandma makes homemade pizza a lot. But I don't. Oh my god, that's a cute dog. But I think that's too wet. Like, if it's sticking this much to my hand, I feel like this is too wet. Is that a good assumption to make? I'm now gonna add some oil. I'm gonna make my own decisions because my grandma just says a bit in a recipe. So I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon. It's gonna be a bit complicated though. I feel like this is still too wet. So I just called my mom and she told me that it's supposed to be a bit sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead, add the oil and mix it up again. So since this yeast is fast action, I am only gonna leave it to grow for roughly 20 minutes, maybe 25. And in this 25 minutes, I'm gonna prepare one of the 2 toppings, because I'm gonna make one as a calzone, called in English, but it's calzone, which is the closed pizza essentially. I didn't say this at the beginning, but I'm making a margherita pizza and a broccoli and cheese calzone. I put water to boil. And I'm gonna add broccoli and some salt, because you know you need salt for broccoli. Then I'm gonna stir fry them a bit, just to give them a bit of edge, and put some pepper while I'm stir frying them, and put maybe a slice of garlic so that they're, I don't know, they have some flavor, because I like broccoli but they don't really have a flavor, I guess. I feel like I forgot to take a shot of what the dough looked like before it grew, but now I cannot open because it's growing, and if I do open it, it's gonna ruin the raising process. This is in the middle. I hope I didn't ruin all my shots. Now I'm gonna start slicing the mozzarella, and for the tomato sauce I'm gonna use passata. What I'm gonna do with the passata is pour some of it out, see if the consistency, I feel like it's right, because that's what my grandma told me. If I feel like it's too thick, to add just a tiny bit of water. I'm probably not gonna add any water, but it's gonna help me to spread it on the pizza, you know? This definitely grew, so this is way better than the bread, because the underneath is not wet. It's definitely warmer and it's not sticking to my hands. I'm gonna divide it in half. Put it on the baking tray and some oil over the greaseproof paper and leave it there for roughly 20 minutes. So this is what the dough looks like. I basically try to put it down, like push it and move it around with my hands, and just pour the passata on this, and then put some mozzarella cheese. Before I start doing that, I want to turn on my oven at 180 degrees fan. The oven is still not fully warm. It grew a bit on the sides. I put it in for roughly 15 minutes. The mozzarella is getting a bit dark, so I think it says 1 more minute. So in a minute I'm gonna take it out, see if the underneath is cooked, and if it is, the pizza is done. So the pizza is done. As you can see, the underneath is cooked. I'm gonna eat a bit because I'm really hungry. Forgot to film the dough, what it looked like. Put it all over the sheet, and then I put the broccoli, the mozzarella cheese, and then I closed it. I patted some oil over it, and now I'm waiting for the oven to be warm and ready. The first one, the margherita, was great actually. I had some leftover passata, so I just put it over the top. Now my oven is almost ready, and I'm gonna put it inside for 15 minutes like I did earlier. So as it turns out, I forgot to film the ending apparently, so I don't have an outro. I don't any footage of what the calzone looks like at the end. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment if you want to roast my pizza making abilities, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!